My name is Victor, and this is After the After Hours.
And I am Brian, and this is where we talk about coping strategies and recovery and everything to help you with your day to day after the after hours.
Correct. So you worked yesterday, I'm assuming, for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. I did, and it was crazy busy, and everyone's having a good time. And so I used to go to a lot of baseball games and stuff. I wasn't really into football games and hockey because it was kind of a pain in the ass to get to. But baseball games, I would go to probably 10 a year or something. Not crazy, but enough.
Oh, Mets were
When I
great.
quit drinking, I stopped going to baseball games,
Yeah.
and like because in my head, it was like I just put them together. I was like, if I'm going to watch a game, I need a beer in my hand and blah, blah, blah,
Right.
And again, that's another way for me to like protect myself, because
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm in that situation, then I'll be like, fuck it, like let me have just one or something like that. One beer won't kill me. And I just know that I can't do that. And I went to one game with my whole family and I was sober, and
Yeah.
literally we sat there for like 3 or 4 innings and then we were walking around getting food. And then we ended up actually sitting outside of where we were sitting and just like talking. So not even like really sitting in the game. So it's like, I think I realized that I do like baseball, but me sitting and watching a 2.5 hour game in a stadium is just not for me.
Well, that's a lot. I mean, baseball is one of those. Like, it's a worse sport to watch. It's like watching golf.
It's
Like, you
kind,
got to be
fuck off.
really
It's
in it.
better than watching golf.
It's like watching cricket or something, bro. It's like,
It's a
uh,
game of anticipation. You're waiting for something to happen, and then when something
yeah,
happens, it's ridiculous. But
that's
what are
right.
you
Yeah,
talking
but
about?
it's always in like the eighth and ninth inning.
Fuck
You know,
you,
I mean, the
soccer. Soccer has
best.
like games where it's 0-0. Like, what kind of game is that? That's
Yeah,
lame.
but at least, but you know what? That's why you're more focused on the game. It's not about anticipation. Like
A
there's a,
game
it's
of
like,
what?
oh, it's about a game of passing, a game of skills. You ever heard of El Chocolate?
No, I haven't.
It's when like the defense passes to the midfield, passes to the offense, and scores a goal with just like this beautiful. And then whenever it gets close to that, it's just such a like, oh, it's nice, it's chill. But that is a,
You
it's a
think
good
that's
point.
better? Wait, you think that's better than sitting at a game and watching the bases loaded, and then a guy steps up to plate and then cracks a home run?
Yeah,
You
but the
think
thing is,
that's better?
yeah, you know why? Because for a bait for like a situation to have bases loaded, you know how rare that is in an
Oh, it's
entire
not that
game.
rare.
Well, it's not that rare to see a delicious play. Bam, bam, bam. You know. Well,
I
try.
think that's where your fucking Spanish roots are coming through, your Hispanic roots.
This is what you should do. You should go to see every sports game sober and see which is the one that can excite you the most
Okay, that's a good
without
call.
without the drinking.
That's a good
Yeah.
call.
The craziest thing is I was invited to a soccer game, um, and I showed up blacked out. Don't remember even going to the game, but it was with my friend, and I was super embarrassed because I didn't know that he invited his parents.
Oh,
So it was like me, him, and his parents. I'm just like blackout wasted, like
oh.
slobbering on this on the thing. And yeah, that was probably the craziest thing that's happened.
Were
Like
they like
watching it
embarrassed?
live, there was no, they were cool, like they were chill, and I talk to them now. You know, everybody's cool, everybody's chill now, but like that, I remember the time the day after I was so embarrassed
Yeah.
because like I don't know, I was just, nobody needs to see me that way except for my friends, I guess.
You know what? It's interesting though that you use the word embarrassed because like in the beginning when I was drinking and stuff, like I would be embarrassed about stuff, like if I went and made a scene or whatever, I'd be embarrassed. But I tell you, like towards the end of getting fucked up and stuff, I was not embarrassed. I was like
I know.
when I did something stupid or like I would just the next day I'd be like, yeah, that happened. And then it's like in my head, I'm like, well, if they don't want to hang out with me anymore, that's fine. But like, you know what I mean?
No, no, that's a good point you bring out because I remember that the only way for me to move on and to like try to either not be that embarrassment anymore or to just kind of like go on with my day, I had to forget it. Like I am not a person that can move while wallowing. I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah.
If but like I feel like there's a time and a place to think about things you need to fix, but there is no time to worry.
Yeah.
Like it's like for me, it's noise, you know? And if I'm trying to get focused, if I'm trying to like do things right or whatever, I can't be thinking about how it went wrong.
Yeah.
Like unless I'm trying to analyze how I can make it better.
Yeah.
But if I can't, if it's already happened, I can't time travel back into the past to fix that thing.
Right.
It happened. It's a memory. Da da da. That's it. You can probably say the same thing. I attribute my sobriety to the fact that I've forgotten things that I've done so many times over the course of like, life,
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
I
and
mean,
that's just what you got to do.
yes, I agree. I think I've let go of a lot of shitty things that I've done, but I'll tell you what, there's nothing worse. Like, I don't know if this happens to you, but like sometimes I'll be like sitting around and it'll be, you'll be by yourself and nothing really triggers it, but like all of a sudden I'll think about something that I did that was like really shitty when I was a drunk, and I
Yeah.
feel so bad. Like I feel like I'm like, what? What? It's not even like the same person, It's like seeing somebody else doing it, but it's you. And I just feel so shitty. Like I want to reach out to that person, but like that person fucking hates me now.
Yeah.
Like I,
Did you ever go back to the bars after you like, made a mess or whatever, just to make sure that
um,
you're not afraid to go back there,
no, I mean like it got to a point like in Sunnyside where when so I would always go out in the neighborhood bars after I've already been fucked up, right? Because I would be like
Right.
in my apartment drinking this is like near the end, right? But I would like be
Yeah.
in the apartment drinking because I'm trying to save money. But then I
Right.
get to a certain point that I'm fucking wasted and I'm like, oh, I gotta go out. And so I'd go out already blackout drunk and try to get into all these bars, right? And like
Yeah.
the cool thing about Sunnyside is like there's a lot of bartenders in the area and there's a lot of bar scene and blah blah blah. But like the first couple times they're like, okay, like they let me drink and blah blah blah. But sure enough, I slowly started getting kicked out of every bar and started getting
Yeah.
banned from every bar. And it got to a point where like I couldn't go anywhere. And it was bad because it would be like I would be sober walking in, not knowing what I did when I was drunk. And I would like
Yeah.
walk in, they'd be like, no, you can't be here. And I'd be like, why? And be like, if you don't know why, get the fuck out of here, like that kind of thing. So
Oh
it's
man.
like my sober self was so different and so different than my blackout self that like it was like I had no
Yeah.
idea what I had done. And so basically I ran out of bars to go to.
Yeah. There was this
Oh
bar
yeah.
that I went to, this dive bar in Patriot.
Yeah.
Dude, those girls would get me wasted,
Yeah.
bro. Crazy,
The
because they didn't
Patriots a good
care.
bar. They'd open up at
They
8 a.m.
Dude, they didn't care, man. I would show up 3 in the morning and I'd know them. Um, they hired girls that were in the industry
Yeah.
that just love to like, serve and be very to everybody. It was a cool community. Everybody was trying to make money,
Yeah.
so obviously it made sense, and they were very popular in those dive bars because a lot of guys wanted to go to get served, by these super fun, awesome girls that were just, bartending. I became friends with a couple of them, but they would give me these shots, dude, in the rocks glasses, man. That when I would ask for shots, they would just pour Jameson
Oh
right
yeah.
into like a rocks glass to the top, dude.
Oh yeah. Did you ever notice like when you were drinking, like I always felt like I knew when I took the shot that was going to be the blackout shot. Like I'd be doing shots and drinking, blah blah blah, and then I'd take one shot and it would go down a little weird, and in my head I'm just like, "Yep, that was the shot." That's
I
now I'm
never,
blackout.
I never knew. It was a
No,
surprise to me every time.
every time.
It, every time it would just be like,
You know how I always knew you were drunk is like even like you would be normal and blah blah blah, and the minute I knew you were drunk, is your eyes went like blank. Your eyes
oh
went
yeah,
blank, and it wasn't like
that's
a cross-eyed thing. It was just like,
no, that's when I was in the abyss.
yeah, I was like, "There's nothing going on behind those things right now." You know what I
No,
mean?
no, no. My name is Victor, and this is After the After Hours.
And I am Brian, and this is where we talk about coping strategies and recovery and everything to help you with your day to day after the after hours.